Men har ni inte lyset på cykeln?
Hello, so welcome to a new video for MotoBoi. So in this video we're gonna do the CBR300 swap for the Honda Grom, because I think 8 horsepower is not enough, because original engine is about 8-9 horsepower, and I need some more power, you know. So yesterday I went to Bangkok and I bought a CBR300 engine with the wire harness, the cooler, ECU, everything, even the exhaust. But this one I need to modify. And also I bought the bracket from Yuminashi, the swap bracket. This cost me about 200 euro, I think, 180 euros, about 6,000 baht. And the engine cost about 600 euro or 550, about 20,000 baht. This swap will probably take some days, because I need to modify some things. And here we have the bike, the MSX, that I'm gonna put the CBR300 engine on. This is the old one, the 2013 version. And right now it's 100% stock. It's just our original Honda engine. Also, I forgot to mention I bought the sprocket also, the Yuminashi 428 sprocket for the CBR300 engine. This sprocket makes it more easy for you to do the swap, because original the CBR has a 520 chain, but the Honda MSX only has 428 as maximum that you can put, I think, on the rear wheel, the sprocket. So this makes it a lot easier. So I recommend Yuminashi. It's a very nice company, very nice staff. So let's begin with the swap, and let's remove the Honda Grom engine. Let's go. So now I have removed the engine, you can see. Okay, so the first step, guys, before you mount the CBR engine is to remove the wire harness. So as you see, I've removed everything, ECU, cables, yeah. So that's the first step. Remove this, because after you put the CBR engine on, it can be very difficult to remove this one. Yes. So after you remove the wire harness, now it's time to install the CBR. But before we're gonna do that, I'm gonna wash the bike, because it's very dirty, as you can see. So I want to make it a little bit clean before we put on the CBR engine. It's now finished cleaning the bike, the frame and everything. So now I open the kit. Here we have the brackets for the CBR swap. Here's the Yuminashi, the brand Yuminashi. Very nice brand, I recommend. Here you have the roller bearings for the chain. Here you have the spacers. So this is how the Yuminashi bracket should be mounted. So here you have the small ones, the small spacers. As you can see, the 2 small ones in the kit, you put them here. And there you have these ones, put here, the big one on the left side. And the one with the, you see this one, you put it here. And then you put you have one spacer here and one here, and this one here is smaller than this one. This one is bigger than the spacer that's here at the roller bearing. And here you put the roller bearing, as you can see. And you put the axle from this side. Yes. So this is how it should be mounted, as you can see. But this is just a test mount. Now I'm gonna mount the brackets on the frame. So yeah. Yes. So now the bracket is installed, as you can see. And I'll show you the other side as well. The Yuminashi bracket. Here you can see how the spacer should be. that's this how you install the Yuminashi bracket. The bigger spacers here, as you can see, there's a bigger one here and here. Then you have the biggest one here. This one you have to put with a hammer. Also this one you have to put with a hammer. And this one, as you can see behind here, has like a cut inside it. And this one. And for the chain guide, you can see it's also a spacer there between. And also put the bolts in this way, so the head is on the left side, the bolt's head should be here, and the nut should be on the right side. Yes, so I'm now at the shop. As you can see before, I put the engine on and everything, but then I felt too tired to continue with the rest of the journey.
And now he's gonna put that on, and it's gonna be a 300, much better than before. But it's never ever. I'd rather have him put a Harley engine, you know, for the good old days.
Oh, the good old, the real bike.
Yeah, the real bike.
I found out. So he has welded for the.
Oh yeah.
The
yeah, good old boy.
Yeah, welded here.
See here.
For
we got a cooler.
Here.
Yeah, this one is cooling the engine. Without it, it'll go like boom, you know.
Yeah.
And that's
very
the
nice.
good old cooler, you know.
It's not record with my phone because I forgot my GoPro at home.
Yeah, it belonged to a copper, but we took it because we're the MotoBoys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the best gang. We're the MotoBoi gang. I mean, we're the MotoBoi club.
Det är fan en MotoBoi-klubb alltså.
Yeah, we're the cross, the scooter, and everything. What about a Harley?
Give me no Harley, boy.
Yeah, it's a honey bone.
This ain't no real bike. This ain't no Harley.
Yeah, it ain't no honey bone.
Det är fan den.
Honey bone.
Yes, now the exhaust is on the bike, as you can see, it's welded, and yeah, so I bought this exhaust for like €10, 300 baht in Jomtien on CBR300, very sexy. And now he fixed this one for me. It's not completely finished yet, but you can see he started with it. Because I don't have a welding machine and stuff like that, so this one is the intake. It's gonna be, it's gonna be inside here. Yeah, they're a bit difficult. So what's left on the bike now is to put a chain on it and put this one and the water cooler. And also the plastic, of course, and then the bike is kind of finished. Maybe a remap, not sure. Yeah. So this is like the biggest problem you will have. It's about this one, the intake manifold, because as you can see, the frame is blocking the original intake, because the original intake is just straight, but the frame is in the way, as you can see. So you have to customize your own intake or buy one from some website, but here in Thailand it's you cannot buy one of these, so you have to make one yourself or in a shop. Yeah, so now we have finished the motorbike. It runs very good. Thank you very much for helping me. He did everything basically. I put the engine on, but he did all the mods. He fixed many things, like everything with it, electric, everything. His shop, Picken shop, right? Picken. Company name, this one. Yes, this one, Picken. I can I can put in the description in Google Maps if you want to fix your motorbike. He's very good. Very good. He can make for you everything. You can see here he makes cylinders if you want to make big bore kits. Make a lot of things here. So if you want like a bigger CC, he can make it for you on your Honda Wave or MSX. Yes, he can do modifications, stuff like that. I warmly recommend this shop. Go here if you have problem with your motorbike, guys. So now the build is finished, or not entirely finished, but now at least it's running, so that's nice. So yeah, this took like about maybe 5 days, 6 days for this build. So the things you have to modify is the list of modifications for this to work on the Grom or MSX is to need to make the bend on the intake. I can show you a picture here how I made it. And then you have to modify the exhaust. As you can see, it's kind of close to the ground, so I have to modify it a bit more, so it goes up a little bit more. But yeah, it works for now. And then of course you need a bracket, the swap bracket kit. And then you need to, if you use the CBR original cooler, you have to make like these ones. Modify the mounts, and then you have to weld a mount here for the cooler. You can make these ones, and then you have to take these ones from the CBR300. Then you need to, I'm not sure about this one because the guy at the shop, I think this one is from a Honda Wave, he welded it and modified it. But I think you can use one from a CRF300L, but I'm not sure because the original CBR doesn't fit. And then you have to buy like the modified sprocket for the 420H chain. You can buy it at the Yuminashi website. Also the bracket as well is from Yuminashi. Or leave a link in the description. And right now the gearing I use is 16 front sprocket and a 30 rear sprocket. Maybe it's a little bit heavy, not sure. I think it's okay because before I had 16 34 and was too light. So, but now maybe it's a little bit too heavy, not sure. Maybe I will go up to 32 or 31. Yes. And then you need to modify the wire harness so it will work with the stock MSX speedometer, or else you have to... Actually the best thing to do is to put the CBF wire harness instead. But for me, I had the CBR wire harness. So the guy in the shop, he had to modify the cables and everything. Also you have to modify for MSX for the switch, the key ignition switch. Yeah. Also you need to bend out this a little bit because this one will not fit, so you have to take like a wrench and take it out a little bit for the brake. See, it needs as you can see, it's running. So the guy, he put like a remap, or like he adjusted like the ECU on his computer a little bit, so it's not running perfectly. Like now it idles and you can drive it, like it's okay, but it still has a lot of power left that you can get out of it if you revamp it. So next week, I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy a standalone ECU or if I'm gonna remap the original ECU, because right now maybe I have like 21 horsepower when it's not remapped, but when I remap it maybe I can get like 27 or 30 horsepower, because the bent intake, make you lose a lot of power. You need to remap it, you know, for it to run properly. Also, I ordered like a TV filler. Now it's too loud, so I think I'm gonna have problem with the police probably. So right now I cannot record when I drive it, so I cannot make any motovlog because this helmet doesn't have a GoPro mount on it. So long story short, I need to wait for my friend from Sweden because he has my helmet in his room, and he will come here in a couple of days. Because of that helmet I have my GoPro mount and everything for the motovlogs. So that kind of sucks. So I just have like this shitty helmet right now that I cannot make motovlogs with. But yeah, this is how you make the CBR swap, and I recommend it because now the power is crazy. It's worth the money, I can tell you. It's the MSX. It's so fun to ride right now. Like it's so crazy if you compare it to before. Because original has like 8 horsepower, now has like more than 20 horsepower or something. So yeah. And in the next one I will make a video when I'm driving it, when I'm ripping it here in Thailand in the Sukhumvit, you know.